Let's go ahead and hear it. Let's get a huge round of applause as the Chicago Bears won the offseason for the 17th consecutive year. What an offseason they had. Bringing in Colston Loveland. I know I need to adjust his dev trait there as I mean a 71 normal dev. Kind of, I don't know. That's a stretch. I feel like in the new Madden, now, this could just be me. We're definitely going to see a star dev taken in the first round. Easy. I'll leave the 71 overall alone, but I see him being a 74 to 75 overall guy in the next Madden. I still have DJ Moore, Odunze, Caleb Williams down there to 75 overall. It's kind of tough, kind of deserved. DeAndre Swift. Now, I'm a DeAndre Swift fan. I think he's been done wrong. I think Detroit did him wrong. He was really great there. I think Philadelphia did him wrong, but they obviously had the opportunity to bring in Saquon. So, that's wishy-washy. Now, they did bring in Joe Tooney, improve the offensive line a little bit to try to help Caleb Williams, but it's the Bears still. Defense didn't change much. I think they bring in Byard, who I didn't think had a great year last year. They bring in Grady Jarrett, who, wanted to talk a lot on my QB, which is what it is. He's an older player, not going to be around for a long period of time. This defense needs attention. You have Jalen Johnson, one of the best corners in the game. Brisker, who is a really good safety. Tremaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, Noah Sewell. Kyler Gordon is all right. Stevenson over here is a clown. Everybody has seen the famous Washington screenshot. He's talking trash to the crowd. They catch the Hail Mary. It's beautiful. Big Gervon Dexter fan, really good out of Florida. Came to Chicago, a little underrated, in my opinion anyway. Has turned out to be a great defensive tackle for them. A lot of stuff going on in this team with this team. I forgot to bring up another pickup they had. They brought in Zacchaeus, they brought in Duvernay, but they also drafted Luther Burden, a player that's not going to be normal dev. 73 overall, I could see, just because he's a really raw player. He's a fast guy. He was in that Missouri offense. He was kind of in the next Madden in 26 where we have these new positions. You're going to see him, like you'd want to see him as a gadget in your slot type player. And we're going to bump him up the depth chart because he's a rookie. We want to see him now. Outside of that, guys, we're going to go ahead and dive right into this rebuild. There's a lot to do with this team. Even though all the Chicago fans out there think they are ready and they are a Super Bowl contender, they could be a really good team for this next year. But with the age of some of these players here in Madden, you got to start looking for the future and you got to hope you can compete in the future. That's what we're here to do. Let's dive on in. Now, we are at the mid-season of season 1 of this 5-year rebuild. We are 3-3, which is a good look. Now, we are the 7th seed, so technically we're a playoff contender. A lot of season left to go. We have players to re-sign. Ricky Stromberg's not going to make it. Actually, I don't believe any of these 4 players are going to make it. We only have $20 million cap, which is a little rough. That's not really what you want to see. You'd like to see more. As we take a look at how our team's developing, should be okay. Shouldn't see any big, morale drops, as Luther Burden did get benched again. I mean, he's going to be higher than these guys. He's a rookie. He's going to see the field, especially with the upside that he has. Caleb Williams developing nice. I don't believe he'll be a superstar X Factor in the next Madden. I believe they'll drop him down to star or maybe even superstar, but we're going to roll with it for now. Defense looks okay. I'm going to start Booker just because he's a scheme fit. We're going to see if that helps us out at all. Now, I didn't adjust any of the XP sliders. I've kind of played with them a little bit in Maddens, as if you look at the pass leaders, that's kind of outrageous. Keenan Allen apparently is a receiving leader. Caleb Williams, I don't see those interceptions happening. He did take care of the ball a lot last year. Now, that could change this year. coaching is, a big thing. He didn't really throw the ball downfield a lot last year, and he wasn't accurate when he did it. A lot of those could have turned into interceptions. I guess he was very fortunate. But 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. DeAndre Swift not doing great. Receiving numbers look okay. Nothing spectacular. Braxton Jones may have to be replaced. Tremaine Edmonds led the way in tackles. Montez Sweat in sacks, and TJ Edwards in picks. You'd hope for more interceptions. It's a really good secondary. Chicago's had a good defense for a long time. That's what they're known for. It's not working out for us. Let's get to the end of the year. And boy, do we get lucky year one, 9-8. We squeak into the playoffs. We have to play Dallas, which does not have a great record against the NFC North in the playoffs. That is for sure. Let's go ahead and take a look at this lineup. See how the team developed. Caleb Williams should be pretty good. Up to an 84 overall. Luther Burden starting to develop. Colston Loveland starting to develop. I like a lot of these guys, man. I really do. Even though they're Bears, they're good football players. They draft them. It just never works out. Caleb Williams did throw a lot of interceptions, but 4,000 yards for a Chicago Bears quarterback is that's Hall of Fame worthy for them. 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns out of DeAndre Swift. That's a pretty good year. DJ Moore and Rome Odunze both breaking that 1,000-yard mark. Rome Odunze with 10 touchdowns. Luther Burden didn't do a whole lot. Neither did the other rookies. Don't really care about blocking. Tremaine Edmonds in tackles. Montez in TFLs. And Grady Jarrett in sacks. Not great sack numbers. Decent pick numbers. Not the worst. Jonathan Owens, another player I love a lot. Former Packer. Loved him there. Decent interception numbers. We're going to hop in and see if we can't win this wild card game. Of course, y'all know we're going to sim it. We're going to jump to the end of the game, see if we can get a win. We may hop in. A year one Super Bowl is pretty legit. Now, I don't think we really have the talent on the team yet, but you never know, as we have a 10-3 game here in the fourth quarter. Our defense has been pretty good. Now we go to OT. All right, what do we got here? We're on defense. We're going to see if we can't do something here. See if we can't bring the blitz against Dak. Kyler letting up the big play. We're just going to... Okay, that wasn't a good idea. What do we got? 4th and 1. All right, we got the ball. Now we're hopping in. This is where we make something happen. We got Rome Odunze, DJ Moore, Luther Burden, DeAndre Swift out here. Oh, and I was just looking at stuff too late. 3rd and 16. Need the first down here. Kind of really going to hope for a DJ Moore just do what he does. But we do not have the time to get out of there. Hit him with the old punt. Can my players get off of blocks, please? Okay, TJ Edwards should have leveled Cavante Turpin. All right, we need our defense to hold tight. Not a great look. Probably a field goal, and that does it. Dallas wins. We should have won that. We didn't take advantage of our opportunities there. J.K. Dobbins ended up on Dallas. It's not really super realistic. Jake Ferguson killed us. Guess that's a sign that we need to fix our linebacking core, as Montez Sweat had a sack, Kyler Gordon and TJ Edwards with interceptions. And I'm not sure we're going to find ourselves in the MVP or Coach of the Year running. I thought I saw it's the B that messed me up there. Offensive Player of the Year, no. Defensive Player of the Year, no. Offensive Rookie,
Luther Burden and Loveland at 4 and 5. Defensive rookie, not anybody. Quarterback, no. We didn't have the year for that. Running back, DeAndre Swift is on the list. Wide receiver, Odunze down there. Offensive line, no. Defensive line, no. Linebacker, TJ Edwards and TJ Edmonds at 9 and 10. Best DB, Jalen Johnson down there at 5. And best kicker, not on the list. Well, the Rams and the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. I don't think we've seen this one. Did we see? Yeah, Jared Goff, actually. We have seen it. And it looks like it was the same result as the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl. 17-14, Nick Bolton, the MVP. And as said earlier, we're not going to re-sign any of these guys. 38 mil, probably not going to do a lot in the free agency. We're just going to have to take a look. All right, well, there is barely anybody in the free agency under 30. So we're not going to be doing anything here. 37 from Brian Anger it's an age. Yeah, we're not going to mess with this. We're just going to get to the draft and hope that we can improve our team there. Well, this would be one of the latest picks the Bears have had in quite a while. At pick 22, I have no idea what we're going to draft here. Free safety looks pretty good. Linebacker looks really good. That defensive end spot is something we could really... there's some power rushers here. Hold up. Really, I think we're going to have to go with a right end. Shore up the defensive line. Montez Sweat's getting old, and this guy would fit in good. He's a hidden dev, 22 years old. Going to be a playmaker on that defensive line to start. All right, going to pick up a safety here. Frank Reese, round 1 to 2 talent, looks pretty good. Hopefully a hidden dev, ranked at 29. Normal dev. It's a little bit of a bummer, but we can make do. Round 3, I think this is going to be solely a defensive. Did we miss out on our opportunity? We did. That is a big bummer. Well, you know what? I think we're going to take Mike Lippett and just kind of move him around wherever we need him. Looks like a good athlete. Round 2 to 3 talent. Ranked at 66. Another normal dev. All right, taking a defensive tackle here in Tyree Collins. I did have high hopes, and for a good reason. Well, even though we got some normal devs in there, it wasn't as bad as I thought, as McLaughlin is going to see the D-line for sure. Frank Reese, 74 overall, not terrible, but is normal dev. Lippett, I wonder what happens if we move him to left outside linebacker. Well, he goes up to a 73, so he's going to see the field. Rest of these guys, not a big deal, not super worried about. We just got to get the little bit of rookies we have plugged in and ready for year 2. And we are trading Montez Sweat to the Cincinnati Bengals for a 7th and a 3rd this year. Just the rookie's going to step up there. We have Adeyingbo, and McLaughlin we're going to move him to left end officially. That way he gets that scheme fit boost. But he's going to be a good player. I'm really excited to see somebody like this grow. 60. We got to change that. Man, I'm really thinking 91. All right. So we got McLaughlin in. Lippett is going to start, of course. Reese, I don't think so. Byard's 33. He's got to be leaving soon, so we're just going to let that play out as it does for now. Let Reese develop a little bit in that 2nd spot. And other than that, I'm pretty content with the draft. I think we'll be all right. All right, well, at week 8 in the midseason, things aren't looking up for us. We're 2 and 5. It's not a real good spot to be. Got some guys to renegotiate with, or to negotiate with, I should say. Kyler Gordon, 26. I'd offer him a 3-year. 3-year, 24 mil. He takes it. Jaquan Brisker, he's another guy that we're kind of in this 3-year range, a 3-year, 27. We may have to mess with that a little bit. We may let him walk. Luther Burden is, what would he have in years going by? Second, 2-year. 2-year, okay. We're going to have to mess with that a little bit. Same with Colston Loveland. No, he'd get 3. We're just going to bump that up a little bit. I don't know if this is realistic to his rookie deal, but it's close enough for me. Braxton Jones. I'm going to offer a 2-year, but something we can get out of. We still don't have a lot of. I mean, I just signed Braxton Jones. Ozzie Trapillo is close to the same. Mananangai is going to get that 2-year, $7 million deal. Something that he would have anyway. Joe Tooney, I think on a year deal, if he stays, that's pretty good and doesn't retire. TJ Edwards is gone. Dayo, it's really going to depend on how he does this year. Shamar Turner, he would get a 2-year. Yeah. We're just going to hope that maybe I start playing him. Kevin Byers gone. Zacchaeus is gone. Hicks. Oh, Hicks already left. Yeah, Jonathan. Okay, 75. I thought he was in the red. Yeah. Really just going to have to work on these two, see if we can get those guys to stay. And like I said, Dayo is really going to depend on his stats. I mean, 26, normal dev, not really worth paying. But if he was to get a nice big boost because he had 10 sacks or something, leaving focus scouting alone because we're going to have to replace Dayo. Stats and award. Caleb Williams is still throwing a lot of picks. I don't know why, because he doesn't in real life. DeAndre Swift's all right. Receiving numbers look pretty decent. Offensive line looks pretty good. Defensively, Tremaine Edmonds leading the way in tackles. We have 2 sacks on the year. That has got to be our problem. 4 picks for Tremaine Edmonds, 1 for Brisker, Gordon, and Jalen Johnson. Those are terrible sack numbers. 2 sacks is crazy. Now, I am curious to see. Okay, McLaughlin is a star dev, but he's developing up to a 77 true overall right now. Shamar Turner is getting snaps. I'm going to put Reese in. I want him developing. Shamar Turner's in. He's going to develop. Dayo's going to stay in. We're in a tough spot. We're not winning games, and, when you don't win games, you're not going to develop. We just got to hope we can turn it around in the second half. All right, well, we got some trade offers for Kevin Byard. We are going to take this one from the Colts for Samuel Womack III, a 5th and a 7th. It's kind of the best offer we got. We're just going to take it straight up as is, get him out of here. Now, we did sweep the Packers this year, which, as a Packers fan, you hate to see. But 3-5, still got some season left. We're going to keep on trucking through. All right, and we got Jaquan Brisker to go ahead and stay. Next, we're going to try the Luther Burden. I don't want to up this too much. Okay. Still doesn't want to be here. We have to sign him. I mean, he's a rookie. He's going to be under contract. I'll trade for him either way. Well, this year did not go as planned at all. As we go 5-12, we are... See, this is crazy. We swept the Packers. They go 11-6. They're the 2 seed in the NFC. You gotta love how this game works out sometimes. Now, I believe we already saw McLaughlin's dev trait. I think he was star. And Caleb Williams up to an 87 overall. Like, we're developing. I don't know why Luther Burden is at the 2 spot here. Don't like that. Devin Duvernay does not need to be over top of him. Yeah. Star dev. Reese. Developing. These guys are young. They're developing. Hopefully they get nice boosts to end the year. I don't really know what they did statistically. Caleb Williams threw a lot of interceptions. DeAndre Swift needs to be replaced. Receiving, 2,000-yard receivers in Rome Odunze and DJ Moore, as usual. Braxton Jones got paid, started giving up sacks. You love that. Tremaine Edmonds leading the way in tackles. Javon Dexter in sacks. Okay, so our rookie had 1 sack on the year. You love it. 4 picks for Tremaine Edmonds, 3 for Stevenson, 3 for Jalen Johnson, 2 for Edwards, 2 for Gordon, and 2 for Jaquan Brisker. Javon Dexter, 15 TFLs. Earl McLaughlin had 15 TFLs. That's pretty. Dayo, 14. They had good TFL numbers, just not great sack numbers. I don't really know why, but it is what it is, I guess. And as we do have a very Madden Super Bowl in the Eagles, the Buffalo Bills, again, not in the Coach of the Year or MVP award race. As usual, Offensive Player of the Year, no. Defensive Player of the Year, Tremaine Edmonds down there at 5. Offensive Rookie, no. Defensive Rookie, McLaughlin at 7. Don't like that. Best Quarterback, no. Best Running Back, DeAndre Swift at 10. Didn't have a good year, though. Decent amount of touchdowns, but that was about it. Nothing for receiver. O-line is Jonah Jackson. Couldn't think of that for a second. He's on the list, though. Nothing for D-line. Nothing for Tremaine Edmonds for linebacker. Defensive back, Stevenson at 8. That's an interesting one. Normally you don't see him over Jalen Johnson. Best kicker, Carlos Santos is at 6. I'm kind of confused with what to do. We just got to see who wins this Super Bowl. We're 86 overall. That's pretty good. Like, we have the quarterback as Philadelphia. It's real. They stomped them. Really, if you think about over a game only being able to put up 7 points, even though it's a 14-point game. Jalen Carter, your Super Bowl MVP. Looking at awards, or not awards, but depth traits, nobody on offense goes up. I think Jonah Jackson went down, actually. And he made best offensive line list. Defensively, did anybody go up? No. It does not look like it. Everybody stays the same. This has got to be a killer offseason. All right, we're only going after Nakobe Dean. We just want a younger middle linebacker. He always works out. He plays great in the sim. He's going to come to the squad. Everybody else was just old. In the players that weren't old, we had some younger pieces that we want to develop. And we don't want to overpay for positions there. So, got to figure it out in the draft. All right, well, we have pick 4. I think we could trade back and get some more draft capital instead of picking at pick 4. That is the question. I don't want to go, really, these guys are not offering a lot. Now, 32 just is not going to work. 23, no. 19. We're going to go 9. No, we didn't know what. That's a terrible trade. We want 19. We're going to take 19 from Seattle. I'm going to hope that the speed rusher is still there. He's not. He went in 11. That's super cool. Jeff Teague. Atlanta Hawks Jeff Teague. Somehow he's 23 again. Looks really good. He's a top 5 talent. We're replacing DeAndre Swift. He's at 5. He's hidden dev. Should be a really good running back. All right, I know this doesn't make sense, but I'm taking this receiver. Round 1 projection. Oh, he was terrible. Why was he a round 1 projection? 99 speed. That was a terrible pick. My thought was to move on from DJ Moore, and we are making mistakes left and right here. I know this isn't exactly what it should be, but it's going to be Will Stubbs. He's kind of the best speed rusher available right now. Normal dev, we're just going to have to try to roll with them and develop them. Maybe get a dev trade if we can. And this has been a disaster of a draft class. We got to find either Raheem Nash or the guy below him, Elite Speed. Looks great. It's going to be Raheem Nash. I didn't look at the other guy. Don't care. Hidden dev right outside linebacker. We're at least fixing some stuff. Rob Robinson is looking the type, and he's going to be the pick. Rank at 60. Normal dev. Doesn't matter. Big time run defense guy at that D tackle spot. Hidden dev. Gonna start right away. Right behind Jervon Dexter. He's going to be that number 2 guy. And this draft was bad. I'm going to be honest with y'all. This was... Now, we got some players mixed in here. Not a great draft for us. Not a good look. Some of them may turn out. We're going to have fun in the training camp. I can assure you that. All right, and we are trading away DeAndre Swift with the new running back we got in. Going to try this out. A 3rd and a 5th from Washington. They don't really have a great running back situation. So, Brian Robinson hasn't really, proven anything yet. Austin Eckler is older, especially in Madden sense. We got our guys. We've got a lot of people that I think we can rely on here as I'm going to put Stump up. I still feel confident in this team, and we should be able to win some games. And at the midseason, we're currently 4-2, which has some upside. I forgot to check where we were in the division. Looks like Caleb Williams is working on his interception numbers. Don't like where his pass touchdowns are. Jeff Teague, though, is killing it. 4.2 a carry, 6 touchdowns so far is pretty good. Odunze looks really good. DJ Moore doing what he does. Blocking numbers look pretty good. Defensively, Tremaine Edmonds leading the way in tackles. Javon Dexter in TFLs and in sacks like he did last year. McLaughlin not doing great. And Stump's not even on the list. 5 picks already for Jalen Johnson is huge. 2 for Gordon, 1 for Stevenson, and 1 for Frank Reese. And Jeff Teague is superstar X Factor. So that's awesome. There's no other way around it. He is a certified freak. What a decision to move off of DeAndre Swift. Hopefully that plays out for the better for us. We don't know our defensive guys yet. Simpson still have yet to show his depth. He's developing nicely, though. Same with Nash. Don't know it yet, but up to a 72 overall. I think we'll figure out pretty soon. A left end would be great. There just wasn't a guy to take there. We're going to keep our national focus scouting the same. I don't think Stump is going to develop the way I was hoping. That just no stats not showing up anywhere there. Javon Dexter is staying with us, though, at only 25 and 85 overall star dev. We're going to have to work on that. Nobody wants to be here, really, which kind of sucks. I'd give Tyreek Stevenson a 3-year. He might be good enough, maybe. We'll see if he takes this. He's not going to be here. We'll draft somebody. Tremaine Edmonds gone. Drew Dahlman. I like you enough. Now, you shouldn't pay too much money. Now, Joe Tooney, will you stay 1 more year? We need to start looking to draft some offensive linemen. We haven't done it yet, and it shows. Jonah Jackson will be stepping away at 30. Not going to bring him back in. Javon Dexter, we got to try to keep, at least. I'm okay if we just get him and nobody else. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. We just 4-2. Where are we in the division? We're the second in the division. We're the 5 seed so far. Let's try to change that. And just like that, we lead the division here in year 3. Don't take a slump. An 86 overall so far. You got to love it. If you're a Chicago Bears fan, this is the year you won it. Caleb Williams, 3,900 yards, 30 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, starting to get ahead of that. Jeff Teague kind of fell off a little bit. I thought he was going to be better than 909 and 9 touchdowns, but it is what it is. Odunze leading the way receiving. DJ Moore falling off a little bit, but still 13 touchdowns. Not great blocking numbers. Nakobe Dean led the way in tackles. Javon Dexter in TFLs, and it looks like Javon Dexter in sacks. Lippett had 5. This guy was supposed to be a good rookie, and he's just not getting sacks. Simpson had, it's just bad day. Jalen Johnson, 8 picks, 3 for Edmonds, 3 for Gordon, 2 for Reese, 1 for Stevenson, and 1 for Huzzy. Gotta love that name. We already knew all of our depth traits on offense, which was specifically just Jeff T. Defensively, Simpson star dev, Nash star dev. It's kind of what we expected, but Simpson is developing pretty good. Same with Nash. We're going to have to franchise tag Javon Dexter. I tried to sign him. He didn't want to sign. Said something about testing free agency. He's going to get franchise tagged until we can deal with it. We just got to try to take down the Carolina Panthers. Well, we have a snow game here in Chicago where we're just going to jump to the end of it. I am excited. The 26 coming out, the snow games look insane as Carolina has a 2-touchdown lead on us right now. Our offense can't really get going. 7-14, Man, is this going to be a loss? Can we hop in here and make something happen? 4th and 9, bunch of snow on the ground. We really got to figure this out. And we're going to get hit. Turnover on downs. Let's see if we can slow it down a little bit. Get a stop defense. No. Well, Carolina smacked us. 28-7. Not a great game from our offense. I don't know what we were doing. Our offense should be good, too. That's the
kind of questionable part. We threw the pick. Couldn't run the ball at all. Didn't have good receiving numbers. I mean, DJ Moore about the best. Yeah, we should be better than this. Javon Dexter, the only one with a sack, and they got the pick. You know, I was hoping for a better playoff run there. Didn't happen. We do make the Coach of the Year shortlist, which is cool. I don't know why I'm looking at the AFC. I have nobody for Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year. Jalen Johnson at 3. Jeff Teague winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Gotta love that. Defensive Rookie. Simpson down there at 8. Nobody else on the list. Best quarterback, not going to be there. Best running back, Jeff Teague at 7. Best receiver, Odunze and DJ Moore both on the list. Best offensive lineman, nobody there. Best defensive lineman, no. Javon Dexter at 8. Best linebacker, Nakobe Dean on the list. Best defensive back goes to Jalen Johnson. Carlos Santos at 5 for best kicker. We have some award winners. We're just not really putting it together on the field. Our offense fell apart in the playoffs. No depth traits on offense, sadly. Defensively, Javon Dexter goes up to superstar. Jalen Johnson, everybody else stays the same, sadly. But it's not. Nakobe Dean goes up to star depth, so he might get the start next year. We just got to get a right end and a couple other pieces. We're not really that far off. We just haven't had the drafts that we've needed. Let's see who's going to win this Philadelphia, Kansas City Super Bowl. I'm going to guess Philadelphia. That's pretty normal in Madden nowadays. And Kansas City stomped them. Patrick Mahomes winning another Super Bowl and a Super Bowl MVP. Well, we had to franchise tag Javon Dexter. Everybody else, I think we're going to let walk. I don't really see a point in keeping anybody. So, and to be honest, the only player worth trying to go after is going to be Elton Jenkins. Hope that we get him. We don't. It wasn't a good look. I offered a max deal, like a huge deal to Brian Branch. We didn't make the top 5, so I just went ahead and backed out of that. It's not going to matter. At this point, it's draft time. All right, well, we are here at the draft. We got pick 23. Going with a corner here, Junior Brackett out of Wake Forest, 21. But he's 6'4". I like the size. Great speed. Ranked at 16. Got him at 23. Hidden dev. Gonna fit right in. All right, it's gonna be Gordon Hicks. He looks like the best available speed rusher. We need a guy, and he's not great, but he's not terrible. So he'll get the start. All right, just taking a guard. Markel McDaniels looks like the best available. Wasn't good. We've fallen apart. The first pick of the draft was really good. After that, everything went haywire. We didn't do a great job. We brought in just a lot of terrible pieces. And I don't know what to say about it. It didn't work for us. These drafts have killed us. We got to get these guys plugged in. Hopefully the rest of the team can pick some of these guys up. All right, well, we are here for year 4. The team's starting to look good. Like, the offense is pretty much the same. Jeff T, Caleb Williams, both developing better. Same with Luther Bird, Odunze. All our young guys are developing. We got to figure out some stuff on the offensive line for next year. So free agency and draft are going to be pivotal there. The defense is starting to develop. We got a lot of young guys in. We still need a right end. Have not been able to get that figured out. Got another good corner. Probably going to have to look at maybe bringing another one in next year because Kyler Gordon is getting up there in age. Javon Dexter, we got to make sure we can re-sign. The linebacking core is young and developing. Safeties are okay. Going to have to find a replacement for Brisker soon. But I have faith. And we get a year 4 slump. 2-4 so far. Not looking good. We have a lot of money, and we have to. We're giving him almost $500 million. Odunze is going to get paid as well. Javon Dexter, we need him around. He stays this time. You know, Jalen Johnson, if I could get him on a 1 year, I would be perfectly happy with that. Luther Burden, another player that is going to be pivotal to us moving forward. So keep him around. We got 31 mil left. You know, I think Cole Kmet can go. Same with Braxton Jones. I mean, Tuning we might try to throw another 1 year at, but we're going to have to figure some stuff out for sure. 31 mil, I don't know how much of that I want to give to 30-year-old tight end or a 30-year-old left tackle. And we didn't have any depth traits on offense, but I believe we had one on defense, and Brackett ends up being a superstar X factor. What a draft pick. Future corner one, couldn't be happier there. We've hit on about two picks. That's it. This entire rebuild, we've had two picks that are just killers. Caleb Williams playing really good. Jeff T, not the best. Was really hoping for a little bit more, but over 4 yards a carry, not a lot of touchdowns. Receiving numbers look pretty good. I don't really care about the offensive line numbers. Defensively, Jaquan Brisker lead the way in tackles. Earl McLaughlin in TFLs. And finally, McLaughlin in sacks, 3. That's a career high for him so far in his 3rd year in the league. It's ridiculous. We just have not had luck with those. Jalen Johnson, 4 picks. Frank Reese with 1. Nobody else. The defense holds people, but I guess sometimes. But it has not been good for us so far. Well, we had a pretty large fall off here as our defense really let up a lot of points. 28 in the league. We are the 16 seed, so gonna have a top 2 pick. That's awesome. Maybe even 1. Rome Odunze, what a year. Caleb Williams, 4,300 yards, 32 touchdowns, 12 picks. Jeff T didn't do that great. It's got to be the offensive line, I think. Rome Odunze, though, 1,600 yards, 19 touchdowns. Pretty good year. We're going to have to fix this offensive line for sure. Mike Lippett led the way in tackles. Earl McLaughlin in TFLs. Sack numbers coming up a little bit, 7.5. Javon Dexter went down, but, not super upset with it. Jalen Johnson, a really good year, 6 interceptions, just year after year after year. He has been really good. I'm hoping that Brackett can take his place. We don't have anything to look at. We had no depth traits. Just got to get to the Super Bowl. And you never guessed that another Philadelphia, Kansas City Super Bowl. So original. Not going to be in Coach of the Year or MVP at all. Offensive Player of the Year, Rome Odunze at 2. I like that. Defensive Player of the Year, Jalen Johnson at 10. Offensive Rookie, no. Defensive Rookie. Brackett's on the list, but didn't have anybody put up enough stats. Caleb Williams makes the list for best quarterback. Running back, not on the list. Receiver, not. Ooh, Rome Odunze's at 2. What am I talking about? Best offensive lineman, no. D-line, no. Best linebacker, Lippett at 10. I like that. Best defensive back, Jalen Johnson at 2. And best kicker, Carlos Santos. Cario. I don't know. I've been calling him Carlos this entire time. Cario Santos at 3. I really need to get better with learning the names of these people. As Rome Odunze goes up to Superstar X Factor, that's a nice jump. We get 3 of them on the offense now. Defensively, it doesn't look like Javon Dexter lost his depth trait. Lippett goes up to star. I do like that. We got to work on the secondary, though. Linebacker core is pretty okay. Hippolyte the second. Apparently, he got a depth trait. Didn't know he was up for 1. Just got to get the secondary straight. We're brought in Brackett, which is good. It's a step in the right direction. Need some safeties. Need another corner. Need a pass rusher terribly. The Philadelphia Eagles get this one. Jalen Hurts winning the Super Bowl MVP. All right, well, we only got $46 million. Cole Kmet is leaving. Is who I think in here. No, he is not. That means he retired. Braxton Jones. How much money are we talking here? 1 year, $13 million. Just in case nobody's in the free agency. We only got $33 million left. We got to see. We need to sign some players bad. That is for. We need to sign players. Doesn't matter if they're veterans at this point. And I said that, and the only person that had any interest and wanted to join and was going to do anything is a backup tight end of Theo Johnson. We're losing Cole Kmet, so trying to not have to draft a backup tight end is kind of a big deal. All right, well, we have pick 2. The Browns go quarterback. There is a guy that's supposed to go 4 or 5. Looks like the best speed rusher available, and that's going to be Jawan Lowell. We need a right end. I need a pass rusher bad. It could be a reach ranked at 11. Normal Dev is just the 11th best player in the draft, and he's normal Dev. And in the second round, we're going to have to go offensive line. Rashawn Sherrills, a round 1 to 2 talent. Hidden Dev, that's all we needed. We get an offensive lineman. All right, going another offensive lineman here in Tremaine McClain. Just want to have enough offensive linemen. That's all I want. Ranked at 69, got him at 60. Normal Dev. You hate it. All right, taking a corner in Bo McCoy. Might move him back to safety. He's not the fastest, but he's tall. I think he'd be a good safety. All right, all I can say is at least we got a hidden Dev offensive lineman. Rashawn Sherrills, 73 overall, but he's hidden Dev. Probably going to move him to that right guard spot just so we have a hidden Dev offensive lineman there. Yeah, he goes up to 74 actually, so he's going to start. Juwan Lowell, 75 overall, normal Dev. You hate that. Some not so great corners. All right, well in year 5 we're an 85 overall. I don't feel good about the team, to be honest with you. The offensive line is shaky. Robinson should be all right. He's still young. Sherrills is going to be okay. We have the weapons. Teague and Odunze. Luther Burden still. DJ Moore's hanging on by a thread. Loveland is going to finally get his start as we got rid of Cole Kmet. Lowell, I was hoping Reese. I feel like he should have developed. I mean, he's been on the team for like 4 years now. He's gone up 3 overall. The linebacker core looks all right. McLaughlin's starting to get there. Hopefully he can take it up. We got 3 good corners, really. We just need the rest of the team to step up. We need them to play to the best of their ability. Well, we're 3-4. We're not all the way out of it yet. I'm not going to really worry about re-signing players. We don't have a need to. Caleb Williams' numbers look great. Rushing numbers have been lackluster, which is really upsetting. A superstar X-Factor running back, lackluster numbers. Receiving numbers for Odunze, doing great. How does our offensive line look? Not terrible. Nakobe Dean leading the way in tackles. Corey Simpson in TFLs. And Earl McLaughlin in sacks. Javon Dexter stepping it back up, though. Juwan Lowell, that's the best rookie season we've had from a pass rusher so far. If he can keep it up, maybe get a defensive player of the year in a depth trade, we don't have any interceptions. That's terrible. An 87 overall, man. I know we're a better overall than the Packers at this point. I think we're a better overall than Detroit, and we're just not winning games. I think the only depth trait we had was on the offensive line. Sherrills, who is a star dev. Lowell is developing a little bit, not great. Didn't really have any other depth traits, though. We got life. We snuck into the wild card. Have a tough, even though we're a better team, overall-wise, a tough battle against New York. An 8-9. I don't know how we did it. I didn't play any of the games. I wanted to so bad because we were losing some. When we stopped, Tennessee was 1-5. We lost. Then I changed the playbook at the bye week. I went Green Bay's offense, Buffalo's defense, lost to Philly, but then we started winning games and getting players of the week. What a win there. A 1-point victory to sneak us into the playoffs. That is awesome. And Caleb Williams, again, that's a heck of a year for a Bears quarterback. Jeff Teague, he just has not lived up to what I thought he would be. Has yet to have 1,000 yards. Odunze, 1,500 yards, 17 touchdowns. DJ Moore, still getting 10 touchdowns. Braxton Jones led up our offensive line was not great. Nakobe Dean led the way in tackles. Javon Dexter in TFLs. Javon Dexter in sacks. He's back. Lau with a 9.5. Really, this is the best sack year we've had so far. 3 picks for Gordon, 2 for Dean, 2 for Jalen Johnson, 2 for Frank Reese. Not great interception numbers. I was hoping, Jalen Johnson was on a roll there for a while. And Jeff Teague is a 90 overall, and he's just not performing. I don't know what to do about it. Defensively, though, we got some people developing, and that's all we wanted outside of the Jaquan Brisker's getting old, but despite all that, we just have to hop in here and win this game. We've got to beat the Giants. I have no idea who their quarterback is. It's not going to be Jackson Dart, I wouldn't assume. But we are going to jump to the end of the game. We'll slow it down in the fourth quarter, as we always do, as New York takes the lead first. Our offense has struggled to get going in the games that we hop into. As we finally put up 3. All right. We're going to hop in here. We need to score. It's 2nd and 20. You got to get about 8. 8 to 10 yards. If you can get back in there and try to, there we go, 3rd and 9. We get 11. Try to get Teague involved. See if we can fool him. And it's going to be enough for the first down. Caleb Williams has thrown for 87 yards. That's crazy. They have apparently they're just going to throw that one away. That was terrible. 87 yards is insane, though. As we try the old handoff. The left guard never went to the next level, which is kind of terrible. Like, we would have had something there, I think. And DJ Moore's going to get bumped there, dude. What are we doing? I'm running it back. DJ, run a crisp route. There we go. We got DJ Moore, and he's not fast enough to get the touchdown. We got to score quick. Our defense needs to. We just can't do anything. We can't. Our offense is bad. For what reason, I don't know, but we can't do anything. There we go. We hit Mitch Minor, in the end zone. They want us to go for 2. Hope we can hit something. We should have Odunze. There we go. It's a 3-point game. Our defense needs to step up. We're going to come in on defense. I have a feeling they're going to be running the ball. But we're going to find out. They are. All right, we get hold them to a gain of 3 there. If we can just consistently do that, I don't want to be on Brisker. Be on Kobe Dean. I see him. There you go, Simpson. Getting the stop in the backfield. 3rd and 9 play here. This is definitely where you see a pass. I don't know if I want to man coverage it. We are a man coverage team, but. And they throw it away. This is our chance to take the lead. We have not been able to run the ball effectively. Luther Burden. Oh, why is Kayvon Thibodeau all the way back there in a good spot to make a stop? That's DJ Moore for the first down on the run. The good thing about him when you don't have an offensive line that is decent, you can just zip some throws on the run. Oh, dude, give me a break. That went right to him. I thought we were going to be able to get it out fast enough, but apparently not. So we're back on defense. After the pick. Nakobe Dean, the user pick. Oh, and he's got space too. We're going to be able to get down. Just 2 interceptions in a row. Some terrible quarterback play. We can clock them here, though. I think we can make this about the final drive, as we're going to hit Loveland, who's got a little bit of juice down to the 17. He's got some swag, that's for sure. 2 minutes left. I kind of want to go to a run. We're going to give Teague the option here as we get a nice little gain of 10. Going to let the clock burn. I want to see what DJ Moore does. Oh, he swatted it. I was hoping I could get it up there fast enough. Really was a questionable play. Really questionable. We're just going to take off with Caleb Williams, walk into the end zone, take the lead, and this is going to be a 4-point game. They have to score a touchdown, as long as I didn't mess up the extra point. We do not. 4-point game against New York. I accidentally went 2 plays, and they were able to get a big gain on us. And they're driving. We're going to do a little man coverage here. I want to give some cushion. I don't want to be... And they're going to catch that too. They're going. They got we know a pass is coming, man. He's getting the ball out quick. There we go. We bring him down for a sack. We know a pass is coming. We've just got to be prepared for it. I don't know that cover 3 is the best thing for us to run, but we're going to try it as we're going to force the ball out. 3rd and 10. We're going to bring a blitz here on 3rd down. Actually, hopefully I changed that in time as they're going to get all the way down to the 2. Oh, this is not good. Get the sack. Are they out of timeouts? They are. That's game over. We beat the Giants. What an upset. Mostly due to us coming in. I will say that. But our defense did a good job. I mean, 2 picks on Shador. We got one of those, obviously. Rushing, we couldn't run the ball on them at all. Receiving, who was our DJ Moore kind of led the way. Defensively, look at Lowell. 3 sacks on the day. Simpson and McLaughlin split one, but what a game from him. N'Kobe Dean, we had that pick. Kyler Gordon had a beautiful playoff game. That's all we wanted. And now we have the division rival, the Detroit Lions. We got to hop in here. There's no point in lounging around. We're just going to hop in, see if we can get the win. I mean, this is a good team. They still have a lot of their good players. They still have Jared Goff, surprisingly, actually. I figured by this point he'd probably be gone. But we're going to go to the end of the game. And, you know, a strong defensive game as we have a 3-point lead right now, 10-point lead. Can we keep it up? I'd like to see the upset. It's a tie game. We're going to slow it down a little bit as we try to score. We're getting close to field goal range here. 1st and goal from a pass to DJ Moore. Can we get in the end zone? We do. There we go. Our defense has been pretty good for what it is as they get the quick 3rd and out. 4th and 12. They go for 3. 3 minutes left. We're hopping in. Don't really need to here, but we're going to. I just want to try to burn this game down. Don't really get anywhere there but a yard. But, you know, we're burning the clock down. So, DJ Moore breaking a tackle, juking a man out, getting a nice gain and a 1st down. Jeff T doesn't really feel good to run with either. You know, you get those running backs in the game that just... And DJ Moore, what are you doing? This is not the team to run against, apparently. We're going to try it, though. We got to do something, burn some clock. We get a nice gain of 4. That's our largest run so far. The tight end is generally open unless they run some sort of man coverage. And look, Loveland's going to be there. He's going to get the 1st down. They got to start burning timeouts. That should do it, honestly. I don't know 100%, but this will, as T is going to get the 1st down. Did we just go out of bounds? We did. I mean, nice run from T. But they could still get a touchdown if they get the ball back. I want to try and limit that. They could still get the ball back. So we're going to try get the 1st down here. And that's Odunze getting the 1st down. That's going to be your ball game. Upsetting teams left and right. The 8-9 Chicago Bears, the 7 seed, getting it done in Detroit. First in New York, then in Detroit. Caleb Williams, pretty good game. I mean, Jeff Teague was all right, not great. receiving. DJ Moore had an outstanding game, came up clutch for us. What do we got defensively? Do we got any? Lowell with a sack. I mean, he's just been unstoppable in this playoff run. If you counted those in, he's definitely a double-digit sack guy. Probably a rookie of the year. I really like a depth trait from him, man. If he could just get that, those 3 sacks were incredible. And now we're in the NFC Championship for the first time in a long time. We make it, and boy, are we running the gauntlet. I mean, the Giants, you wouldn't consider a gauntlet type team, but they were the 2 seed. We beat them. We beat the 1 seed. Now we have the Philadelphia Eagles. Got to hop in here right away. No point in wasting time. We are better overall. They beat us last time, but we do have the overall advantage. They still have Jalen Hurts, Jalen Carter. I'm going to assume probably Quinyon Mitchell and co. And the exciting whites probably still as we go to the end of the game. We just got to keep it from being a blowout. Now, our defense has been good enough. I may be speaking too soon. Our offense hasn't been able to get going. And we're going to take this slow because I am a little hesitant. I actually want to hop in here and try to get a score before half. If we can take a lead, a 1-point lead before half, and we can't get the ball off. That's what we can't do. 18 seconds left. We got 2 timeouts. We can still go to the middle of the field. I want to put this guy on a post. I don't like how shallow it is, but I'm just going to throw that away. That didn't work out. I stared at the post for too long. I love it. It works. You catch that tight end sometimes. I want Odunze to go on a streak. We're going to look for Burden. And we're going to have him. And Cooper DeJean's going to push him out. We got 6 seconds left. Do we have time for a shot? I think we do. As long as we don't take a sack here, we at least still get points. And we have a timeout. Okay. All right. We're on the 5. We're kicking our field goal here. We tried. Maybe if we wouldn't have burnt some of those plays earlier, staring at the wrong spot. It's a 3-point game, though. Now we're going to go back to slow sim. We're going to just slow sim through the third quarter. As we are driving, we take a 4-point lead. I like that. Can our defense come up with something? 4-3. We get the stop. 3rd and 11. Ooh, a big penalty to keep us on the field as we just run it down. All right, we are doing something here. We got a 7-point game. They're about to, they tie it. 6 minutes left. This is where we come in. Make this the last. I mean, do we make this the last drive? I don't know if we can. As we can't really get going there. He's a superstar X Factor, but he might not be it. I don't know that I like this play either. Oh, Minter. You got to come away with that because we didn't get anything there. We need a first down here. I'm going for it. I'm going to bring some of that. Odunze comes down with it, gets the first down. That was a little sketchy. But risk for reward as Teague is going to get the first down, breaking tackles, getting a little shifty there. It's a little nice change of direction. Being able to get out. 3 minutes left. They got 3 timeouts still. Did not bounce the way I wanted to that time. As we're going to go for the slip screen here. It's really just going to be the... And, yeah, that got shut down quick. All right, here's what we're going to do. DJ Moore is going to go on a drag. And we're going to hope that that opens up. Or Caleb Williams is just going to take off because he had the space to run out of bounds. Sitting back thinking about it, probably should have been an inbound slide. After I got past the first down marker. 2nd and 1. Let's keep running it. This isn't going to go down to the 2-minute. We're just going to Really just want to get the first down. Nope, we're going to get a touchdown. All right, well, they got the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts. No, he just trucked me. This is going to be annoying. We're going to QB spy as we get the stop there. Hit him with the old double QB spy. We're only rushing 2. We know a pass is coming. There you go. What can he do? He wants to take off, but he can't. No pass is coming. A minute left. Get it, Jalen Johnson. That's a pick, and that is a game sealer. He's a little too slow. And that's going to go ahead and wrap this up as we let the computer kneel down. We beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game. I'd like to say because of us, it wasn't. I mean, Jalen Hurts threw 2 picks. One of them wasn't to us. We had no control over that. He didn't have a good game. Caleb Williams did pretty good. Jeff Teague did, and that's the best game I've seen him have. Almost 30 attempts, though. Luther Burden killed it. I don't even think we threw a ball to him. So that was on the computer. Defensively, what do we have here? I'd like some decent sacks. Lowell, a little bit less better of a game. But Corey Simpson did pretty good. A pick for Nakobe Dean, a pick for Jalen Johnson. Maybe we did get the Nakobe Dean pick. No, I don't think that was us. I think that was the computer. We definitely got the one to seal it and end it as we are now in the Super Bowl. Chicago hasn't been here since 2006 when they had to play Peyton Manning. They had Devin Hester. Now, do we have to play a Peyton Manning level quarterback? We have Lamar. That could be a tough one. We do have award winners. Anthony Richardson is the MVP. I don't know what to say. No Coach of the Year list for us. Offensive Player of the Year. Of course, Odunze is on that list. So is Caleb Williams this time. Defensive Player of the Year. Nobody. Offensive Rookie. Not going to be there. Defensive Rookie. We are at 3 with Lowell. I was hoping that he'd be able to get that dev trait. Best quarterback. Did he? Okay, Caleb Williams at 5. Skip past him for a second. Not on the running back list. Receiver, Odunze. He's there. Offensive lineman, no. Defensive lineman, Gervon Dexter at 6, making his way back on the list. Best linebacker, not there. Best defensive back, Kyle Gordon actually at 6. That's a new one. And best kicker, Harrington, the rookie, down at 9. Not a terrible list. Now let's see what kind of depth traits we have going into this Super Bowl. Did we get any on offense? It doesn't look like we did. Looks like everybody stays the same. I'm okay with it. The team's developing. Defensively, Reese gets a dev trait, finally, and Gervon Dexter goes back up. I really wish Lau would have gotten one because, he had a good year. Andy's a rookie, but we really needed that Rookie of the Year for him to get it. So we are going to go ahead and hop in. We might play a lot of this. We might have to, really. The way our team has played at certain times, just not up to par, so we've had to save them. Hopefully that's not as much the case in this Super Bowl. Our defense was good, has been good in this playoff run. We haven't had to step in and save them much. The offense, on the other hand, has been atrocious. And the defense looks a little weak today as we haven't been able to come up with a stop. All right, how about we score? There we go. Let's take it a little bit slower. We got the ball to start. A touchdown here is crucial. So I am going to hop in and make sure we get... Why is it... It's 3rd and 3. I don't really want to run the ball. Yeah, not against this look. Absolutely not. But we're going to hit Odunze, who's going to have space and a little bit of speed and get us down to the 14. What a run there. Yeah, I'm not playing around. I want a Super Bowl. If we're able to... That was terrible. If we're able to salvage a Super Bowl after all the terrible drafts we've had, and get it together as we hit Colston Loveland, get down to 3rd and 1. We haven't really been able to run the ball at all, which I don't really mind. I feel like we should be able to run it against this front. We at least get the first down. That's all I wanted. All right, it won't let me switch it. See, like he should have been, but at the same time, he should have been able to sneak in there. Like that was wide open, and he just could not get. He could not get in there. And there again, 3rd and 1. Like we're so close. Run behind the right side, maybe. No. I wonder if they got sneak D. It looks like they might have sneak D. They don't. They don't. Thank you, Lord. That was tough. I don't know why our running back struggled. 3rd and 19. I feel like, yeah, forced the turnover. Got a 1-point game. All right. Coming in on 3rd and 6. Don't be showing me no whole bunches of runs. We're not running the ball. I can tell you that. Wide trail. Another play I really like. I like that tight end angle route. It's been good in several Maddens, college football, as we're able to hit Luther Burden, curve back in, keep the clock running. We're going to hop out now. Try to let we're just throwing passes away. What is that? Penalty against Roquan? If we score again, I don't like the field goal part. Maybe we should have hopped in. As we're gonna hop in on defense now. I'm saying, no, a pass is coming. Okay, there we go. I was a little shaky there, trying to get everything set up. I don't want them to be able to. Oh no, marking a Bruce. We need to be better. We know passes are coming. A field goal will not do. Oh, that was a screen. That was a tricky one. Didn't see that one coming. I'd really love to man coverage it, but. Oh, we missed the tackle. We missed the hit stick. What? He caught that in bounds? I can't even challenge that? Oh, come on. You got to pick that. All right, let the pass come. We got to force a turnover here. We get the sack. Lowell. He's going to get out of bounds. 4th and 3. They got one play to get 3 yards. And they're not going to get it. That's going to be a turnover on downs. That's a game. This should be the Super Bowl as long as we can close it out. We can't really kneel it here. But I don't want... Yeah, now that's going to be game over. Oh, he ran it again. Don't like that. Go ahead, get down for the kneel. The Chicago Bears are your Super Bowl champions. We put together it ended up being a good squad. Lamar did not have a good game. Neither did Caleb Williams, though. 0 passing touchdowns on the game. Rushing, Jeff Teague did pretty good. Lamar had a rushing touchdown. Caleb Williams had a rushing touchdown. Receiving, I guess we did get Caleb Williams' rushing touchdown. It was a sneak. DJ Moore led the way. Blocking, don't really care about. Defensively, who had some sacks? Juwan Lowell. Corey Simpson. Those were our 2 sacks, no interceptions. And Caleb Williams is the Super Bowl MVP as we won 20-16. It was a close game, but man, our defense, they came to play. Defense wins championships. That was what we had. Our offense didn't play a great Super Bowl. Our offense never really played super great. Like Caleb Williams had very few 300-yard passing games. And as DJ Moore has regressed a lot now, like we had a good receiver core, a great running back, good tight end, a serviceable offensive line. He should have been torching teams and just never did. And this is the team. Luther Burden developed pretty good. Loveland developed Odunze, Jeff Teague, the superstar X Factor running back that we drafted. Defensively, Javon Dexter did great. Lau played great. McLaughlin was okay. Simpson was pretty good. Nash lost his dev, but Lippett has been fantastic. N'Kobe Dean, bringing him in was a great move. Kyler Gordon played good. We had drafted Brackett, who has been pretty good. A good 3 guy. Reese finally started to develop. It took him forever to get that star dev. But the team's good. I think you're at a point now to where you have enough young pieces where maybe if we had some better drafts and like the offensive side of the ball is set, a receiver here, don't even really need a receiver. Burden will take the 2 spot. Mitch Minor would step up. He was really good. But some offensive line pieces and a safety, and this team's ready to keep winning Super Bowls. Simple as that. So I hope y'all enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. Let me know down in the comments what team you want to see next. And until next time, y'all have a good one.